Another round of applause for the Teen Worship Ensemble. And despite my introductory notes, you'll have noted that it was not a choir, but it was an ensemble. I apologize for that. And it goes to the old adage, always trust the program, don't pay any attention to the master of ceremonies. Despite that, though, I would like to introduce to you the next performer, and that's DMV poet and friends Alexander R. Butler and Jake Grotticelli. Alexander Butler is a native of the DMV area, and he began expressing himself at an early age, performing original poetry and songs with his family and friends as an audience. As time progressed, and with the support of those around him, he began taking his performance and writing skills to newer and larger heights, including local open mics, sharing his own unique style of spoken word poetry, as well as developing a passion for acting and theater. This is the second year Mr. Butler will participate. So welcome to Mr. Butler.
Overall, what I kind of do in the community is I do a lot of spoken word music performances. I know he did introduce a couple of my colleagues that were going to be with me today, but they all had some prior engagements and one an emergency. So I'll be up here tonight by myself. Just to give you a little background, I did grow up in PG County, and I've been working for the past 2 or 3 years building a nonprofit that's actually taken the name of Words and Sounds. And it's actually going to be a monthly fundraiser in Georgetown, Northwest DC, at the Georgetown Sports Zone, 3140 M Street. The launch date is January 31st, and we're actually going to be working with a different nonprofit every month to raise money for community-based organizations. The first organization we're working with is Fighting Cancer with Poetry. It's a pretty awesome organization that basically goes around the community, around the universities, and bring artists, like spoken word artists and vocalists and musicians, into the community, into the community centers, the churches, to try to help them, the youth, find their voice. So if anybody's interested, I have that information, I have those flyers. Also, if you want to keep in touch with me, you can follow me at DMV Poet on Instagram or Twitter, and dmvpoet.com. I think that's all the promo I'm going to do today. But I'm definitely going to go into a piece. Dr. King's dream inspired me in a lot of different ways. It kind of inspired me to have hope and faith towards the future, towards tomorrow, no matter what happens today. And I think a lot of people can read into what happened back then and correlate things that are happening now and say that we haven't made it that far, but we really have. And, you know, we just have to keep working. This piece goes by the name of They See Me. And I wrote it actually in the wake of Jermaine Davis's death. I don't know if anybody remembers him, but he passed about 2 years ago. And, you know, as I perform it, it's like the name just kind of gets replaced with another person and another person. So I thought it would be important to do this piece today. They see me, but they never really see me. They look me in the eyes and describe what a thug be. They memorize my medium brown complexion, my slim build, and my baggy jeans. So if a crime gets committed, they'll be able to finger me. I go to school, but my teachers are too intimidated to teach, but I walk down the street, the police will put holes in me. But I cruise down the street in a black coupe with a glass roof. I have a black officer racially profiling me. So with all this on my mind, I read books on a daily that's filled with untaught knowledge. It has names and events that they seem to refuse to teach in college. These trees grown from no seeds, but milestones in history. Things that are untaught, unheard, and what's virtually rarely seen. Like in how 1863, it was a man of God that taught I was a beast. That I was brought into this world to make his life really easy. That Jesus Christ put my people in those fields on a daily just to rot. And for 500 years, this is what African Americans have been taught. I was taken from my heritage. I don't know who I'm supposed to be. So I work hard and I hustle hard, all for a country that seems to loathe me. So I work hard and I hustle hard, all for a country that seems to loathe me. So as I walk down the street, you see me, but you very rarely truly see me. You look me in the eye and describe what a thug be. You memorize my medium brown complexion, my slim build, and my baggy jeans. So if a crime just so happens to be committed, you'll be able to finger me. Thank you guys for your attention and your time. Again, I'm the DMV Poet. You can find me online, dmvpoet.com. Thank you again.